making the Grogulorian helmet. It's not too bad. The front part, you could tell where I put in a lot of work on the details, which is the main part of the helmet. The ears, I actually just barely sanded them down. I should have put putty over them. You could see the crappy paint job in the back. Colors did not turn out how I wanted to. And it looks like a Philadelphia Eagles helmet. So first, I got this file from Nico Industries in 3 pieces. So the main helmet prints out by itself, and then the 2 ears, you could print those out separately. So it's actually a very quick print that you could do, and there's not a lot of like piecing together, soldering parts together, doing any PLA welding. You're literally just putting 2 parts on the helmet and then you're good to go. I sanded the parts individually and then I welded them together. If I had to do it again, I would do it the same way. I would just, like, if I was making an actual cosplay helmet, like hardcore, I would have done a lot more sanding and a lot more detail on the ears, because you could see the layer lines on the ears. The helmet itself came out really good. And what was interesting was right here on the cheek plates, I really didn't do a whole lot of sanding, and that turned out really, really good. With the helmet, you could see a little bit of faults right there. Also, another thing, if I did have to do it again, I would do a ton of, I would probably just cover the whole thing in spot putty. And I have another Iron Man helmet that I've been working on, and it's completely covered in spot putty. Better route to go about it. Experimenting with just trying to fast track this process of sand it down with 120, completely cover it with spot putty, and then go over it with a really fine grain. That way you just immediately get rid of layer lines as fast as you can. You go over it with auto primer, do another soft coat sand with like a 350 grit sandpaper, and then it's a lot easier that way. For a quick little break, this video is sponsored by Nico Industries. Nico Industries, if you guys are looking for awesome helmets, awesome armory, cosplay, toys, anything that you could print out that's amongst your nerd world, then go to Nico Industries. Check them out. They have a huge, huge library for you guys. Once you pay for it, you get the STL file in your email, and you could print immediately from when you purchase said file of what you want to print out. The most annoying process about all like building 3D cosplay is dealing with the amount of sanding that you have to do, layers and layers and layers of sanding. You know, Darkwing Dad, who I follow on YouTube, he does, I think his processes are becoming a lot quicker because he's experimenting so much with putty paint and just like layering that on immediately, doing 1 coat of sanding and then going to auto primer, sand, and then post paint processes, which is a lot easier. For the silver, which I think it would have turned out a lot better if the silver was darker. I just got some acrylic paint from Michael's. It looks really dark in the tube, and then that's 4 coats of paintbrushing it on. And of course there is a clear coat on it, a gloss clear coat, so it's going to make it a little bit brighter. Disappointed with the silver. I feel like if I would have did the graphite powder, that would have been a lot better. But again, I'm not a fan of covering everything with paint. So if you wanted to, cover all the green areas with blue tape to mark it off, and then do the graphite powder. If you have graphite powder, it still comes off a little bit after, so you're running the risk of just getting graphite powder all over the green on the helmet. I just wish it was overall darker. Maybe I could have did a matte coat, and that would have been a lot more efficient, darker schematic look on it. Huge reason why I haven't been uploading is because it's like over 100 degrees here in Texas, so painting and the humidity and the heat is not really good for a lot of projects. I'm noticing just moisture on paint when I'm working on projects. So I'm literally just working on projects that I don't care about. The AI Batman back there, that's going to be like a full cosplay suit that I'm building. Piecing together different Batman parts and then just kind of creating my own like tactical style Batman cosplay. And then I'm just producing a bunch of Iron Man masks and then ending up selling those for like $20. Grogulorian helmet, tons of people want it. Like you could probably print them out raw and sell them. Like dudes are asking how much you want for that, $30. Like I'll pay you $30 for it. And it doesn't even fit anything. It's a display piece. It's one of those, it's one of those situations where you could literally print those out, do a whatever kind of paint job you want on it, and you could sell them for some money. Because I don't know any, you guys may know, I don't know anybody that's producing that as like a toy. You know how they have like Star Wars stuff, like mask you could buy, but they don't have like the Grogulorian helmet because it's not like an official thing apparently for Star Wars or something. You could produce these and you can make some money off of it. So that's another category to think about, because this is such an easy project to complete and hammer out. Like I said, it's just 3 pieces, and then you do the PLA welding on the inside, and then you're good to go. Tons of people would buy that, even if you just painted it with like one color. Like I said, because you can't get it anywhere else. Shout out to Nico Industries for sponsoring this video. Supports the channel. Thank you guys for checking out the video. I'm trying to keep my videos as fast as possible and get to the point with building this stuff. I said it's just been super hot here in Texas, so the videos are going to be coming a lot slower. I do upload a lot of shorts, and my TikTok is way more active, and I put out a lot of whatever I upload on TikTok, I upload on YouTube shorts too, so you can see a lot of my helpful videos with 3D printing and sizing. You guys for supporting the channel, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one.